On the third day, God created blowfish, and no one was there to praise him.
Wagga! Wagga, wagga, wagga!
Sunny Cup Narcotic turned day into night. Sunny Cup Narcotic turned day into night.
Wagga!
Lilli put the money on the bartender's eyes. Since he was sleeping, she only left him a small tip.
Where are you going? You heard that it's dangerous out there.
You must not hang around dangerous places.
There are so many other nice places for children to visit. At a spelling bee, for example, or a Rolf Harris concert.
Well, if it isn't the little girl from the bar. Look what I've got here. Someone put money on the eyes of my mortal remains. It's more than enough to pay the ferryman. Go ahead, take the rest. I'm not sticking around. Maybe I'll crawl out of one or two more TV screens, but then it's off to eternity for me. It's more than enough to pay. Go ahead, take...
Madame is making her move.
I guess that means she wants to play.
Wag, wag.
What are you waiting for?
I wag my tail, but I'm happy.
Come on now.
Because I'm a dog.
Join us.
5 seconds later.
Oh boy, you're by far the most miserable poker player I've ever seen.
You didn't even smoke your cigar.
Don't forget to take it.
I have fleas.
Whisper?
Lilli interpreted the strange smoke signals to mean that the shaman was looking for a totem pole. As nice as she was, she decided to help him with it. The shaman had finally arrived at the totem pole. Lilli was looking forward to visiting him. Finally, she would meet the mysterious medicine man.
Mom, AFK, RE. Auto-completion, did you mean Wendigo? Wait. Got it, Wigwampedia entry, Wendigo, a Wendigo, omnivore, also Wendigo, plural Wendigos, demon from Anishinaabe mythology. Wendigos are considered to be especially stubborn and inflexible. FYI, they stink horrendously, lol. Auto-completion, did you mean weapon against Wendigos? W8, just getting it on TP day. Print order confirmation, yes, no, cancel, print. Here, apparently, there is only one effective method to combat Wendigos. Give this recipe to the quack doctor. He should have received the order. I hacked his Wi-Fi, and while you're at it, I ordered something on Appalachia Zone. It's, not really for me. I clicked on a pop-up by accident, but seeing as you're going there anyway, can you pick it up for me? Thanks. Auto-completion. Did you mean smoke signal? Ruffle, those aren't real smoke signals. My router just ran a little hot in this prairie heat. Now you probably want to know what kind of server I'm running, right? It's Apache. Step up, step right up. Oh, sorry. Even if you... All I have left is only available with a prescription. Ah, a prescription. Wonderful. Now, let's see. Aha. Oh, yes. I received this order here, and while you're at it, I have a delivery for the shaman here. Would you mind taking it to him?
There was a can in the package. Lilli was excited. Hair removal cream. Lilli secretly put the junk food into the saddlebag. It was going to be a surprise.
My gold mine is good and hidden. I should actually ride over there again.
The vultures were circling above a particular spot on the horizon. That was probably where the gold digger's mine was located.
Here she is, our demon killer. Huh? Did I surprise you? I know what you've done to my brethren. But you won't succeed with me. I'm always on guard. And you should be too. Do you see the mine back there? I know why I stay away from it. It's about to collapse, and the suspended bridge is wobbly. And it's as dark as a buffalo's butt. Who knows what dangers lurk there? So I'd rather stay out here, in the sun, where it's safe. Nothing and no one can budge me from here. Nor, for my opinion, dangerous locations are no place for little children. No matter what you say.
The shaman was right. The Wendigo was really a stubborn fellow, and he stank so much that the thought of a buffalo's butt was a welcome relief.
Are you crazy? Stop that. Those spray cans contain tons of CFCs. If that stuff gets into the atmosphere, we'll have an ozone hole here in no time. You don't want a hole in the ozone layer, do you? You see?
But even back here, the fragrances of summer couldn't compete with the Wendigo's stench. It was so hot that the air smelled of ozone. But even back here, the fragrances of summer couldn't compete with the Wendigo's stench. It was so hot that the air smelled of ozone. But even back, Lilli decided to do something about it.
Oh, the sky looks strange. It could be an ozone hole approaching. That's not good. Where's my suntan lotion? There it is. I'd better leave it outside. Safe is safe. Uh-oh, it's starting. Quick, apply the lotion. What a drag.
The sun had badly damaged the Wendigo. Apparently, nowhere was safe. That meant it was inevitable to spend time in dangerous places. At long last, Lilli had reached her destination. She had faced 1,000 dangers, and finally, she now stood in Edna's hiding place. There was just one catch. Edna was gone. That was a bad sign. Edna never went anywhere without her owl whistle. Edna had left a message. Hopefully, she was all right.
Lilli, help! I'm being devoured alive by a giant tentacled creature. Ah! Wah! Dun 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 dun. Just kidding. I'm fine. I was just watching the bridge down by the river through my telescope. Dr. Marcel's minions seem to be planning something. I'll check it out up close. If I don't return, you have to get help. But don't worry. I'll be careful. Where are my kettle drum and my strobe flashlight? Dang. Well, see you soon. Toodaloo.
Lilli was relieved by the letter. But what if Dr. Marcel's men had caught her friend? Lilli had to get to the bridge and look for Edna. She would find Garrett there too.
This damn piece of junk. Can you believe it? We finally found the girl, And now the car won't start.
Should I perhaps push?
This car should have been inspected months ago, but ever since the accident, the doctor has let everything go downhill. It's a shame.
So, it was true. The attendants had already found Edna. Why wasn't Garrett doing anything? Lilli somehow had to get his attention. That was a bad sign. Edna never went anywhere without her owl whistle. It was hopeless. Lilli would never catch Garrett's attention while the owl kept interfering. Lilli was able to finally give Garrett the signal without being interrupted. Lilli was able to finally give Garrett the signal without being interrupted. Garrett didn't seem to hear Lilli's owl call at all. She tried once more, this time a little louder.
Did you hear that too?
Someone's out there. Just wait. We'll take care of it. Well, who do we have here? But that's... Uh-oh.
The Phantom!
Lilli thoughtfully watched the fleeing attendants for a long while. She was used to having bizarre phantoms appear behind her without warning, but the way Dr. Marcel's minions had reacted surprised her. Usually, adults just ignored these creatures.
Lilli! Oh, thank goodness. I thought they'd caught you. Unfortunately, Edna wasn't as lucky. I saw how she was snatched and taken back to the institution. This gives us all the evidence we need. I will contact the task force leaders right away. It's best if you stay put until I come back with reinforcements. However, it could take some time, and I can't guarantee that Edna will still be alive when we finally get the green light. If we're lucky, Dr. Marcel will torture her for a while before finally dissecting her or whatever else it is he intends to do with her. That would give us some time. She'll probably have to part with a few toes or fingers. Oh well, that's the way it goes. In any case, you wait here. I'll come and pick you up from exactly this spot tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, at the latest. Although the day after tomorrow is a holiday. But oh well, you'll see. Just wait here.
Lilli would have really liked to follow Garrett's instructions. But, well, there were excellent reasons for doing what she did instead. The institution's post-Victorian masonry work had a friendly air about it. It was almost as if the architect had tried to spell out, "Welcome," with bricks and barbed wire. This unspoken invitation found its culmination in a nearly overgrown back door, and Lilli intended to graciously accept it. Exhausting the limits of her powers of deduction, Lilli tried opening the back door with the key. But just as she approached the obstacle, she heard a familiar cackling.
What a little scoundrel!
The sneaky hamster had once again crossed Lilli's plans. But despite this, Lilli had no intentions of exacting a bloody revenge. There weren't many ways to play with a bush. Lilli once made a list of them, but then Mother Superior took the list away from her. Lilli was glad. It was so rare that her friends got along so well with each other. Of course, this was also because she hardly had any friends. Much more important, however, was that the asylum key was no longer out of reach. It had fallen into one of the dark bushes. The key had fallen into the bush. The key had fallen into the bush. It was very dark in there, but Lilli wasn't afraid. After all, it was just a bush. Yeah. Why did the child have to be so careless all the time? The door was firmly locked.
Boo! Well, who do we have here? A little girl. Just stay where you are, okay? Hey, stop!
As long as the Phantom was stalking her, Lilli didn't want any trouble.
Hey, come back! Give up! You can't get away! Especially not against the current.
Just stay where you are, okay? Hey, come back!
Triumphantly, Lilli climbed the ladder. She had finally found a way to get into the institution.
Not so fast!
Although she was briefly distracted by a floating energy smartie, Lilli was able to reach the ledge. Not a moment too soon as the ladder crashed down behind her, dragging the phantom into the pit with it.
No!
Fortified by the energy smartie, Lilli was able to pull herself up on the ledge. Now her search for Edna could continue.
Hey, that's my fireplace. You shouldn't be here unless you want to bring presents or sweep the chimney. Not that the soot is bothering me. That was the old Mr. Frog. The new Mr. Frog is enjoying the dirt. Ah, dirt. You see? That's Mr. Frog to you. And in case you're wondering what a piece of clothing like me is doing inside a fireplace, I'm acquiring soot. That's right. I used to be very fastidious about staying clean. But then this impertinent person came along and dared to spill something on me. The stains never came out. My clothing is black and greasy. My socks haven't been ironed. And I even have fleas. Karen and Bertram. I'd introduce them to you, but they're sleeping right now. I'm living in a sooty chimney. So what? I used to be very fastidious about staying clean. Now, I don't care anymore. You're now speaking with the dark Mr. Frog, who eats his gummy bears without a napkin. Yes, I know that it's dirty here. So what? I love the cobwebs, the dust, and that rotting substance in the corner. I just finished combing it. I wouldn't dust here even if you put a feather duster right in my hand. You don't have a feather duster, do you? Stop. I don't want to know. For the last time, I don't need a feather duster. The new Mr. Frog is enjoying the dirt. And I just cleaned the cobwebs yesterday, too. You don't need to mumble like that. Ever since Dr. Marcel's accident, we can make as much noise here as we want. He's no longer interested in what's going on inside the asylum. All of his attention is focused on finding Edna. Somehow you remind me of a patient we used to have here. She was a little taller than you, and I think I remember 2 red horns and a tail.
The idea was good, but Lilli's arms were too short. The idea was good. Were there other Belgian pizza delivery services in the area? Somebody had left their credit card in their coat pocket. A certain... Hey! That was Dr. Marcel's credit card. How about that? Moths fluttered around the dim light of the lamp. They were apparently searching for food. Lilli had never seen such an unhappy man in a bee costume before, but she also hadn't really traveled much. It was hopeless. The man in the bee costume couldn't hear Lilli from there. Lilli had inadvertently broken off the leg of the chair. It was as pointy as a knife. Hopefully the funny little rabbit hadn't seen anything.
But Lilli, what are you doing there? Don't you remember?
You must not use sharp objects.
Just don't touch it, okay? See you around.
Welcome to Spamey's Pizza Service. My name is Pokey. Can I take your order? The one on the asylum, is that right? I assume that we just shove it under the gate as usual. What toppings? Hello? Hello? Can I take your order? One with nothing coming up. Consider it done. It'll be about 30 to 45 minutes. Have a nice day.
But Lilli, what are you doing there? Don't you remember?
You must not use sharp objects.
Just don't touch it, okay? See you around.
Surprised to see me again? Yes, keep kicking. You won't escape me again. And now hold still until I've decided what to do with you.
Lilli considered this option, but instead, did the following.
Oogie.
Lilli didn't want to appear greedy. One feather would be enough, just like at Christmas dinner at the convent.
Stop that! Stop that! The pain! You dead brat! Look what you did! Don't just stand there! Do something! Thanks. That was close. Uh-oh.
This demon had also made a mistake. It seemed that in certain situations, it really was necessary to handle sharp objects. Lilli returned victoriously to reality.
You must not use sharp objects.
My eye! Damn you, you disobedient brat! Damn!
Lilli fought for air. The phantom's grip was tight around her throat. Disobedient, it had said.
Viddy whoosh! Welcome to the laundrette. That was your cue to say, this is supposed to be a laundrette, and I'll answer, of course. Oh, admittedly, it's a little rustic, but necessity is the mother of invention. Mother knows best. And now, we're doing our laundry in the urinals. Too wishy-washy for you? What other choice do we have? Exactly none. You don't have to, you know. Just make sure that the fabrics are separated properly. The toilet sanitizers really stink. We'll do the red laundry in the urinal with the red toilet sanitizer. Yellow laundry in the urinal with the yellow toilet sanitizer. Blue laundry in the urinal with the blue toilet sanitizer. And green laundry in the urinal with the green toilet sanitizer. If you want to try it, just show me some clothing with the right color. Then you can use the matching urinal as often as you want.
It seemed the laundry there was neatly sorted and washed according to differently colored urinals. Lilli thought that you can take cleanliness a bit too far sometimes. It seemed the laundry there was neatly sorted and washed according to Lilli thought that you can take
My goodness, who do we have here then?
Another player!
Yippee.
Don't pay any attention to him. Peter just sees black all the time.
He was born that way.
That's true. Peter suffers from color blindness.
Struggle Jug. Well said, loyal friend. We all have our crosses to bear.
Oh, yeah? Do you all wake up every morning knowing that one day you'll lie dead at the foot of a traffic light?
Not exactly. But Druggle Jug, for instance, mixes up his blues and greens.
You can't really compare the two.
Your girlfriend Petra mixes up her yellows and greens.
She's not my girlfriend.
And we, King Adrian, mix up our reds and yellows.
You should have been there when we played the board game. Sorry, Peter almost choked to death.
I wanted to end my misery.
Afterwards, we decided never to play a board game again. Only fantasy role-playing games instead.
You decided that.
And what did we just say?
It's so exciting! We are a group of adventurers in the legendary world of Home Motigore. Oh, please, why don't you join us?
Struggle Jug. Not so fast. If the fair maiden wishes to join us in battle, she must first prove herself worthy. She must complete a task that puts her heroic valor to the test.
Just tell her to order a pizza already, so we can get on with it.
So be it. She shall order us pizza.
I want broccoli on the pizza, but no tomatoes, please.
Struggle Jug.
Oh, no broccoli.
Struggle Jug.
Bananas aren't bad either, but I could just die for broccoli.
Oh, yes. Please do. For that, I'd even happily have bananas on a pizza.
You only eat blueberries anyway.
Yes, I like blueberries, but in this life, you never get what you want anyway.
Upon the order of the king, blueberries will be banned from the pizza. Instead, knowest that tomatoes will grace the pizza dough from now on.
But I don't like tomatoes.
Lilli had heard enough. It seemed impossible to get a pizza that everyone liked.
You...
Struggle Jug. Yeah, you heard him. Bringest thou the pizza first, then thou may join us in play.
It's really easy. All you need are dice, pencils, paper.
And don't forget to bring a tendency for humiliating yourself.
Struggle Jug.
You're probably wondering why Droggy has a green pillow on his head, right?
Struggle Jug? My goodness, she's right. What on earth are you wearing? You're embarrassing me in front of my new subject. Struggle Jug.
Yes, it is a little strange.
Wait until you've heard the explanation.
Today should have been Blue Pillow Day.
Struggle Jug. Struggle Jug.
Don't, Droggy. You have to forgive him. He's colorblind, as we all are. Peter mixes up his reds and his greens. Adrian mixes up his reds and his yellows. Droggy and I'm funny.
Struggle Jug. I believe our guest is searching for the tyrant known as Dr. Marcel. Deliver her thy news. Struggle Jug. Struggle Jug. Struggle Jug. Struggle Jug.
don't forget to mention the helicopter.
Roggle Jug, and was never seen again. Bravo! Well told, loyal friend. Since then, these lands have returned to the wise rule of a magnanimous king.
We can do whatever we want.
Does that mean I can finally sleep now?
No!
Dr. Marcel would surely be pleased. With the help of his credit card, Lilli made some confetti.
What do you have there? A feather duster? Not that I would want to have a feather duster. Oh, no. No matter how pretty they look. Which doesn't mean that I can't hold it for a second. Just one little second. That would be completely harmless. Don't you think? Give it to me now. Ah, what a relief. And just look. I even found my old spare sheets. Here, go ahead and take it.
You've earned it.
Hello, stranger. Before you say anything, please take a deep breath. And is that what freedom smells like? Or is it just regular air consisting of oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, soot from the asylum's new chimney, and a touch of diesel oil from the garage? I don't want to seem melodramatic, but I'm somewhat skeptical about this so-called freedom. Ever since Dr. Marcel started neglecting his duties as head of this asylum, it's us, the patients, that carry the burden of creating our own boundaries. And before I'm able to measure up to this freedom, I do have to ask myself a few things. Maybe there are such things as good boundaries. And even in an ideal case, can I really decide where my own freedom starts and stops? It so happens that no one is preventing me from leaving the asylum. Does that mean I'm free? Can I just fly away, spread my wings, and leap from the asylum roof? The urge is there. Just like any bee, I long to buzz across fields of flowers collecting honey. But I'm still fighting it. Something about this freedom stinks. That smells good. But even if the illusion is almost perfect, it's only artificial flavors and chemical esters. An almost perfect illusion, but not real. Like with everything here in the asylum, it's only a half-hearted attempt to trick us into thinking that we're free. And now that no one is stopping us from leaving the asylum, it provides us with a welcome excuse to refuse to leave. Right you are, stranger. I'm just running away from my responsibilities. the responsibility to myself to accept the deal that the world out there has offered me. I thank you. I've made up my mind. I can't just sit around here doing nothing anymore. I should buzz across fields of flowers and collect honey. Toodaloo, asylum. Hey-ho, freedom.
Lilli was glad that she had helped the bee-man. Soon he would be in a better place. Lilli had often wished to go to the zoo to feed the animals. It was even more beautiful than she had imagined. Lilli knew that you could use starch to stiffen up laundry. It wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. Well, who said it? Now Lilli had a stiff towel with holes.
Yikes! What are you doing here? Are you actually dead? Too bad. I could use a little entertainment, but the doctor told me not to talk to other people. At least not living ones. Sorry. But I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Oh dear, Lilli really had managed to ruin the sheet. But perhaps a sheet with 2 eye holes could be good for something.
Yikes! A ghost! How sweet! Finally someone to talk to. You have to help me. Dr. Marcel is wrongfully keeping me here in the asylum. Isn't there anything that you and your ghost buddies can do about it? Curse him? Deprive him of his sleep? Drag him into the 7th circle of hell and torture him for all eternity with red-hot needles? Oh, come on. I've done so much for you. I've performed obscure rituals, sacrificed chickens, danced naked. Although when I think about it, I'm not sure if it was really a ghost that asked me to do that. Ugh. I don't feel so well. Could you please take off your head while we're talking? Oh man, you're not very talkative. Can't you help me at all? Great! Look at this! The doctor is forcing me to knit these stuffed rabbits. No idea what he needs them for, but I'm not very good at it. Maybe you could lend me a hand. Wait! I'll push some of the fabric through the hatch.